Welcome to the Sega Lounge, where we celebrate our love for all things Sega, including the games, the music, and the community. I'm your host, KC. Join me as I talk to different guests and learn more about their projects and passion for Sega. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sega Lounge. This is the podcast that's all about Sega, the music, the games, the community, everything in between. I'm KC, your host, and this is a very special couple of episodes of the Sega Lounge. Yes, we were supposed to do one per month after the last one that we did, but things got a little bit out of control, starting with our decision of celebrating Sonic's 35th anniversary. And that's what we're doing with this episode this week and the next one. And actually, the next few episodes of the Sega Lounge. So this, full disclosure, this is a post-recording intro that I'm doing right now, because we were supposed to dedicate 2 episodes of the Sega Lounge to Sonic's 35th anniversary. We were going to do an idea that we came up with, doing what is the perfect Sonic game using building blocks. More information to come after this. But we were going to do one episode dedicated to 2D Sonic games and one to 3D Sonic games. However, as you know, that's how we roll here at the Sega Lounge. We got a little carried away and we ended up talking a little bit too much. So the 2D episode ended up getting longer than expected. So I decided to cut it into 2 episodes. So what this means is that if all goes well, you're going to get 4 straight weeks of the Sega Lounge content. Yes, fresh new content and all about Sega's Blue Blur, Sega's mascot Sonic the Hedgehog. So this week, myself and my 2 guests will discuss our building blocks of what zones make the perfect 2D Sonic game. We're going to focus on my game, one of my other guests' games, and then next week we'll have our 3rd game and we'll discuss a few extra bits and bobs related to the perfect 2D Sonic game. So this is just an intro to explain that. I hope everything is going well with you guys. Hope you missed us and enjoy the first part of what makes the perfect 2D Sonic game according to the Sega Lounge. We're talking about Sonic today to celebrate Sonic's 35th anniversary. And I'm joined by my good friends, Lime First. Hello.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And also, returning since last year's Sonic's anniversary special, Stuart, aka Shen Musings. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back. Okay. So we're celebrating Sonic's birthday a little bit late. So you're listening or watching this in August. So we're almost 2 months late. But it's okay because we're going to go all out for this anniversary. We're going to do actually 2 special episodes dedicated to Sega's mascot, to the Blue Blur. And we're going to focus on something we haven't done before on this show to celebrate Sonic's birthday. Last year, remember, guys, we picked the top 34 Sonic games of all time, which is a round number, 34. It makes sense. Yeah. And this year, we're talking about our perfect Sonic games. So we're going to have an episode, which is this one, dedicated to 2D Sonic games. And then in a couple of weeks from now, we'll have another episode focusing on 3D Sonic games. And the way this works, by the way, is we're gonna look at this from 2 different angles. I'm gonna try to explain this, although it's like a convoluted thing here that I came up with and you guys helped out. So we're gonna look at this. Oh my God, it's dark in Lime World.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I have it set to at sundown. It becomes like an evening light.
Yeah.
And so apparently it's sundown right now.
Too complicated as well. Too advanced. Now it's better. Yeah. Anyway, so the idea is we're gonna treat each Sonic stage, in this case, each Sonic 2D Sonic zone level, as a building block, and we're gonna come up with our own personal perfect 2D Sonic game. So we're gonna take our preferred stages, zones from the whole history of 2D Sonic, and we're going to put the ones that we want together to create one 2D Sonic game, which we consider to be the perfect 2D Sonic game, right? I don't know about you guys. I didn't really, I didn't stick to the ones that I think are like my favorites, my personal favorites. I try to make sense of the themes as well. Try to create a somewhat cohesive game, if that makes sense. Yeah. Did we all do the same thing?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of took like from all of that, like which ones I like, which ones have interesting mechanics, and like a little like some transitions between them as well. That might be,
Yeah,
I tried to
I
do that
sort
as
of
well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
Sorry,
kind
Stuart.
of probably spent a bit too long sitting there thinking about it. But you know, a lot of it was kind of based on sort of making sure there was a good mix of level themes and sort of the level themes you'd expect. A lot of it was kind of based on sort of the aesthetics of the level, but also considering like all the different mechanics as well. Not to spoil anything, I think my list is probably seems like a little bit out there, maybe, but yeah, I'm hoping I can
I love it.
justify most of the choices.
Yeah. One thing that I loved about this is that we all came up with like very different games. There are common elements between all of the games, all of our quote unquote games, but they are all very different. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun trying to justify to each other why we picked
yelling
levels
at each other. How could you pick that?
No. I actually I had like what I thought it was a hot take, and then you, Lime, you picked that hot take as well, and I was like, really? Okay. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I have good reason for that, but we're gonna get to that later.
Ooh.
Okay. I wonder if it's the same reason as I.
It's probably the same. Like, come on.
Okay.
There's only like one thing that is special about that stage. So
Okay. We'll get to that. But obviously, this is not fun without you guys watching or listening in and not like participating. So if you have an idea for the perfect 2D Sonic game, which levels would you pick? Let us know in the comments section on YouTube, or if you're watching or listening on Radio Sega, for example, when it airs there, let us know in the Discord chat, or just email podcast@thesegalounge.com, because I would love to get yelled at virtually by people saying, why did you pick that? That's the worst Sonic
or
level
how could
of
you
all
leave
time.
out that one? And, yeah.
That too. Yeah. But please do share your own ideas for this. And remember that next time we're going to focus solely on 3D Sonic games. So we're not going to talk about any 3D games today. We're focusing on 2D games, but next time we'll focus on that as well. And that will be its own thing, I think. But we'll see. For now, 2D games. So to put things in context a little bit, I went through the like what is the I would say like the blueprint for a Sonic game, a 2D Sonic game. There are certain themes, and apparently for 2D games we have a green/tropical stage or zone. There's always an ancient ruins or underground themed zone. There are underwater/aquatic zones, casino/pinball/circus, sand/desert, sky/aerial, industrial/factory, ice. I would say ice/snow, maybe, lava. There's a final zone, and then there's usually a true final zone in the most recent ones. So we had to come up with all these as building blocks. We didn't have to choose all of these themes. We didn't have to choose the same number of zones either. I guess from memory, myself and Stuart, we picked the same number, but I think Lime, you went with one less zone than the rest of us. So it's okay. It's fine. And then we also had to choose one of the special stages to go with the zone selection that we came up with for our games. Okay, so these are like the ground rules. We're going to go through each of our games levels or zones. And then after that, we're going to talk a little bit about specific details like power-ups and characters in the game and stuff like that. And finally, at the end of everything, we're going to share some original ideas that we think would improve the 2D Sonic series as a whole. So stay tuned for that. Ready, guys?
I'm smiling so much. I'm just looking forward to this.
We're going to be sure to leave a big chunk of time for that at the end. So let's go through the games, right? And we decided that we would go KC, Lime, Stuart. So, okay, that's the order. And we have visual aids here to keep track of all the stages. So this is KC's perfect 2D Sonic game. Oh my, ready? Starting with zone number 1. And I went with Sonic 1's Green Hill Zone. Okay. For me, this was, I think, the easiest one. This and the True Final zones were, I think, the easiest ones to pick for my game. And I have a couple of reasons to choose Green Hill Zone. First of all, I think there's no other zone that's as iconic as Green Hill Zone, for better or worse. Some people, I think, are a little bit like burned out from playing different versions of Green Hill Zone all the time. I think the original one, the Sonic 1 version of Green Hill Zone, is still iconic, is still a very good example of what a 2D Sonic game or a 2D Sonic level should be. I have grown to appreciate Sonic 1 a little bit more. I wouldn't say a little, much more in recent years. I've played it a lot on like my emulation handhelds. It's a game that I always, every time I have a little bit of time, like a couple of minutes, and I pick one of those handhelds, I always like go with, what should I play? Let's go Sonic 1 and let's play Green Hill Zone a little bit because it's so fun for me. It's a perfect example of speed versus physics, or speed and physics in Sonic games, in 2D Sonic games, and how they can coexist. It's not all about speed. It's about momentum. It's about like taking advantage of the physics of the game. And I think Green Hill Zone, with its 3 very different acts, is a very good example of that. And it's a perfect way to start any perfect 2D Sonic game. So that's my pick for zone number 1. Any thoughts?
Does your version of this have the spin dash?
We can talk about that later. I don't think we need the spin dash in Green Hill Zone, to be honest. I have been playing this for like 30 years or something, and 32, 3 perhaps, and I've never felt like, oh, Green Hill Zone would really benefit from having the spin dash.
Yeah, maybe it's not built for that, so they didn't consider the spin dash while building the level design, so that makes sense.
But I think yes, it's an iconic move. So throughout the game, I think you'll need to have the spin dash in my game.
Yeah, it made me wonder actually, because obviously the spin dash was like, well, it was added to like every version of Sonic 1 that isn't the original Mega Drive one, basically. But yeah, like since I've replayed it, I've never really thought about it, like whether I use the spin dash or not. I'll have to pay attention to whether I do next time. But then I played Sonic 2 before I played Sonic 1, so yeah, that's probably going to affect my sort of play style as well. But yeah, obviously it's possible to do it without using it. But yeah, just curious, Casey. So what would you say the like Green Hill Zone has, like, you know, over like you know, Emerald Hill or like Palm Tree Panic or Angel Island, like the later sort of tropical levels?
Yeah, I think first of all, it's more iconic. When I think of like an initial, and don't get me wrong, my favorite Sonic game is Sonic 2. It's like the most memorable for me, and I love Emerald Hill, but I don't think Emerald Hill is as iconic as Sonic 1. It's like seeing Sonic run through Green Hill Zone for the first time when I first played Sonic 1 is a moment I'll never forget.
Yeah.
The vibrant colors and the way you have to... Sonic 1 is not that much about like speeding through the levels, and it's much more about, okay, you can be fast, you can go really, really fast, but be mindful of the platforming sections as well. And Green Hill Zone, I think, is the perfect balance between those two things, those two elements.
Yeah.
I think throughout the rest of the game, platforming takes precedence a little bit more. But Green Hill Zone is, I feel, the perfect balance between speed and like kind of precise platforming. Not too precise, but enough to make me feel like, oh, this requires a little bit of skill. And taking advantage of the momentum to run through slopes and stuff. I think Green Hill Zone depicts that aspect of 2D Sonic gameplay perfectly. Yeah. Okay, so that's my first pick. Come at me, Rose. Okay, so this is Zone 1. Moving on to Zone 2, which is Hydro City Zone. Hashtag pronunciation. Hydro City Zone is... Oh, and I forgot to... So, by the way, above the name of the state of the zones, for those watching the video version, you'll have the theme of the zone. So Green Hill is the green tropical first stage. Next, I went with underwater / aquatic. And I went with Hydro City Zone because and I think I have a very soft spot for Aquatic Ruin. Sonic 2's Aquatic Ruin. But I think Hydro City is overall the best out of all the aquatic, the underwater levels in 2D Sonic games. I went with the original one. I didn't pick any Mania stages for this. I don't know why. I was thinking about the originals. Nothing against Mania, which I think is the superior one. But I just went with the originals for my picks. And Hydro City is again, I think the perfect second level, second zone, which it is in Sonic 3. And it's not as annoying as Labyrinth, which I actually quite enjoy as well. But Labyrinth in Sonic 1 is very annoying. Aquatic Ruin also, people think it is, I think. No?
Yeah, talking about hot takes, that would be a hot take, I think.
That it's not as annoying as people think?
Yes.
Or that it is annoying? Oh, okay.
I mean, that it is annoying would be... No, that is not annoying would be a hot take.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for Sonic 1, as I said. So yeah, I'll defend Sonic 1 a little bit better, a little bit more later on. Don't worry. But Hydro City, excellent. Not as annoying. A lot of variety in terms of what gimmicks you have to use. It's you also have the bubble shield, which makes it a lot easier. If you're good enough to keep your shield, you won't run out of air. So that's something else that's not as annoying when compared to Labyrinth or even Aquatic Ruin Zone, which like has specific places where like the placement of the bubbles makes it hard to sometimes get there on time. And I like the boss for this one as well,
Oh yeah.
which is something that I don't think I always did, but I've grown to enjoy like the exploding bubbles that create like those columns of air that you can jump on to hit Eggman. I
Yeah, I
like
always
that
thought
too.
that was quite clever. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
always enjoyed that.
yeah, yeah. It's one of those boss fights that I've grown to enjoy more as I got older.
Mhm.
The other one is probably Starlight Zone, which I didn't like at all as a kid, and as an adult, I think it's very clever to the way you use
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the seesaws to
Yeah.
hit
Yeah.
Eggman and stuff. Yeah. So
I was actually going to
City.
mention, especially Starlight Zone, when talking about that boss, because like you can see the similarities there, even though it's not the same,
Mm.
I
exact
guess it
same thing.
is. Yeah, I never really thought about it, but yeah, it's the same basic idea, isn't it? Yeah,
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Just it's like Hydro City is a little bit harder because you have to avoid the
Yeah.
spinning like the propeller things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a cue into the ship. Okay. So I don't think this is a hot take at all because I believe this is one of the few that we've all picked. Spoilers. One version of these of this at least. So I'm just gonna move on to number 3.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's the water level everyone agrees on, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
amazing.
found it
I love it.
interesting though that we
Yeah.
all went with an underwater zone. We could have just skipped the water stages.
You gotta have it. You have to have it. Like yeah, you might as well pick a good one. So
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Okay. Number 3. An ice stage, and it has to be for me Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, and I think the first thing that comes to mind from that is this exact screenshot. So, Sonic snowboarding, it's like iconic as well. The music, the whole way the stage is constructed. I'm very fond of like the whole first act, but Act 2 also has some really nice like hard to access areas that you have like to bounce off the platforms to get to, and you have a lot of rings. And when you already have Supersonic there, it's really fun because you get a lot of rings and you can just whoosh through the whole act. So Ice Cap, from my perspective, I can't really remember any other ice stage that's as close to this, as close to good as Ice Cap. I love the advanced ones as well. I like at least I like them, but not the same.
Yeah, I was about to say they actually ice levels weren't that common in the original 2D Sonic games. If you're talking the Mega Drive ones, this is the only one. But as you say, the advanced games, each of them have an ice level. But when you're talking Mega Drive, it's quite surprising when you realise that this is the only ice level. But obviously there's been several since then.
Yeah. I considered very briefly the Sonic 4 Episode 2 one, which I think is nice.
Yeah.
Is it not White Castle? Is it? No.
White Park.
White Park, okay. That makes more sense. I enjoyed that as well. But, I mean, Ice Cap. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. So it might be an obvious question. So with this ideal perfect 2D Sonic game of yours, is this in an ideal world where there isn't any like rights issues with the music or anything, and it is that original track that was on the Mega Drive? Yeah.
The definitely not Michael Jackson track is there. Yeah. Obviously. Obviously, yeah.
Have you considered any transitions between these stages?
Not really the transitions themselves, but I thought about like Green Hill. Then you go underwater with like the ruins as well.
Yeah.
a lot of these stages actually have more the zone themes overlap, I think, right? You have like
Mm.
Hydro City is ancient ruins and underwater, right? So
Mm.
I thought Green Hill, underwater to Hydro City, and then out of the water to like a colder place, ice.
Mm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Transitions themselves, you could, I think the Hydro City transition to Marble Garden could be good for the ice cap one as well. You
Mm.
get thrown in the air, right? And then you land on the snowboard and you go down the slope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be. Haven't really thought that far into the transition thing. Okay.
I
So,
mean, still good. Still good. I mean,
yeah. So,
if you had some.
Yeah, or you could do what Mania does and just just use the Phantom Ruby or something similar to explain like how you're going from South Island to Angel Island or whatever. This is
Well, it's still a transition. It doesn't make sense.
it's
but,
still a
you know.
transition, yeah.
how can we make this work? Okay, let's just like teleport. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Chaos control.
Yeah, because they knew the fans like me would say, no, it doesn't make sense. It's not even on the same island. So yeah, hence the Phantom Ruby.
That's
but,
it. So I'm not going into the whole different island, and
Yeah.
so I'm not going into that at all. But yes,
Yeah.
I get that might be important to a lot of people. So
Yeah.
Do with that what you will. Come up with your own headcanon for this game, as we always do, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's Zone 3. Zone 4, it's the Casino Pinball Circus theme, and it's Casino Night Zone, which I thought about like the ones that are more iconic. I would say Casino Night, Carnival Night. I thought about the Superstars Casino. I think it's Casino or Circus, can't remember. There's one specific. There's one that we're going to talk about later, but there's a circus one, I think.
Pinball Carnival,
Pinball?
yeah.
Oh, Pinball Carnival. It's both.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I always also thought of that, but Casino Night, music-wise, design-wise, the whole like pinball. They took the Spring Yard pinball theme that's like subtly there to a whole new level with this. And I think this defined what we expect from each 2D Sonic game to have one of these stages. This is like the blueprint for that. And even in Generations, even if we didn't get like the whole stage, we had to get the pinball table, right? With the iconic song as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get the
So
level
it
in the
makes
3DS version, so
That's true. That's true. I'm not really a fan of the boss fight in this. Never was.
Yeah,
Still-
I can see that. Mm.
I'm still not.
yeah,
But
I
it's
don't
okay.
mind it. I quite like because you're in sort of like the arena's kind of a bowl shape, isn't it? So you can kind of like spin dash and then like jump up to hit him. I quite enjoy doing that, but yeah, I can also see how it could be an annoying boss as well.
My issue is like the exploding like spiky balls
Yeah.
that have like the debris,
Yeah,
and I can move past them, but then when I'm coming back, I get a little like one of those like red dots or whatever that hits me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
My
annoying.
issue is the control, like not the controls, but the control that is taken away from you because you're not seeing the floor all of the time. You're not seeing where Eggman is, so
yeah.
you don't really know where to fall, and you can't really predict or know if you're going to hit one of those red things. And so that uncertainty, that lack of control, is it feels a little bit unfair sometimes.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
One of the things that I remember fondly about this is getting to this stage, which I think is also Zone 4 in Sonic 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, it's after Aquatic Ruin, right?
Yep.
How does that make sense? It's okay. Never mind. But
Yes, Sega.
yes, Yes, explain yourselves. But like the whole vibe of the level, right? It's nighttime. The neon lights in the distance. The whole thing about like you don't only have like the slot machines that can give you rings and stuff. There are also like point specific sections where you can like slot Sonic in there and get some more points and stuff. And the whole vibe of this is just like amazing. Love it. To this day, one of the most iconic moments in that game. Even if it's like probably not the most fast-paced stage in Sonic 2 or in any of the Sonic games. There's a lot of like platforming as well, but I still enjoy it very much.
It's a fair balance, though. I don't feel like it's necessarily slow like some other stages can be. Yeah, like at this point when Sonic 2 was released, because like this kind of casino concept with like the what's it called?
The slot machines.
Yes, exactly. That feels like a very creative and very unique concept. I don't know if any other game did something similar, but like having a casino theme for a stage, it feels unique.
It's kind of synonymous with Sonic at this point, right? Even the 3D games like Sonic Heroes, you had like the pinball table, you had the circus casino level. I can't remember.
Oh, the casino park, yeah.
Casino park, yeah. With the slot machines and stuff. I only a few years later did I realize that Spring Yard Zone was like the beginning of this. Right? Only later, when I played Sonic 1 at the time, I'd never really associated that with like pinball anything. Although you had like the pedals. But you can see the roots of Casino Night with the neon, the words that like CPU and stuff in the Spring Yard, which I think are like the origin of Casino Night. For Casino Night, they went all in.
It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think when I first played Sonic 2 as a kid, and it was the first Sonic game I played, I think, this was the first time I sort of I'd heard of a casino, or I learned what a casino is because of this game. So
yeah, and you lost all your money because of that. Yeah. Thanks, Sonic.
Something like that. It's all Sonic's fault.
We all became gamblers because of Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Oh
Thanks
my
a lot,
gosh,
Sonic.
what if that discussion started? My gosh. Sonic game promotes gambling.
That's the title of the episode.
Moral panic.
Yeah, I can just see the YouTube thumbnails,
We're like, money. Okay, moving on. I'm enjoying myself because you're not making my life too hard with my choices so far. So
I could have
let's
yelled at
move
you a
on to
little
something.
more.
Yeah,
but
that'd be good so far.
Well, it's coming. It's coming. Something's coming. So Zone 5 is a Sonic 3 stage with an ancient ruins, I guess, theme. Marble Garden Zone. One of the reasons is this exact screenshot is one of the reasons for sure. I love this boss fight. Even if I love the idea of the boss fight more than the boss fight itself, but the way the execution, okay, but it's fine. I love the idea of having Tails and Sonic flying, like Tails carrying Sonic and trying to hit Eggman in the air. That's really cool. But the whole stage, the whole zone as well is one of my favorites. One of my favorite Sonic songs.
Oh yeah, the music. I love the music. Yeah.
Very iconic for me. I always say this, but I have a very specific memory of playing Sonic 3, this specific stage, Marble Garden, like on a Sunday afternoon, the sun coming through the window. That like a warm embrace for
Yeah.
me when I think of this. So it's really, really close to my heart. And then I love it because, especially Act 1, there are a lot of like nooks and crannies. And Act 2 as well. You can find a lot of like giant rings, get 50 rings if you already have the emeralds. I sometimes don't, depending on the playthrough, maybe I haven't gotten all the emeralds yet. So I usually finish that in Marble Garden Zone Act 1. So it's a lot of fun to just go through it. There are a lot of like different mechanics as well. There's the gimmick of the spinning top or whatever that is that you can use to destroy platforms to go through places.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
There are some
also
interesting. There are some annoying bad nicks like the grasshopper one that jumps at you out of nowhere. That's really annoying if you don't know where they're placed.
If you don't know what you're doing, which I am.
If you haven't played the game hundreds of times like I have, you'll probably get annoyed by those grasshopper thingies. Yeah.
I got lost so many times on that stage.
It's pretty easy.
It's
to get
a little
lost.
bit like a labyrinth.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not like fully a fan of this. Yeah, they have some cool ideas, but I kind of think it was a little boring and just wanted to move on when I play this.
Okay. Oh,
I really like this zone, Casey. I'm with you. Yeah, the only thing I would say, I do like the spin top like platform things that you can use to like break into walls and stuff. I do find them a little bit fiddly to control. But yeah, they are fun. And yeah, I have a bit of a soft spot for this zone. Yeah, the music probably has a lot to do with it, but yeah, I just like the way it looks. I like it, exploring it. Yeah, it's just always a zone I enjoy playing. But yeah, I can understand Lime's point about it being easy to get lost in. And I mean, there's the zones in like Sonic 3, the Knuckles are like, way bigger than anything in like Sonic 1 and 2. So yeah, they are already huge to begin with, and then this one's a bit of a maze. So yeah, I get that as well.
For sure. Yeah. I'm not really a fan, the spinning top things are amazing. I was just mentioning them because like the variety of the gameplay throughout the two acts, more than anything. Not really that's an amazing gimmick. It's a gimmick that you can use
a lot of fun stuff. Yeah,
you can add it adds a little bit of variety to how you go through the stage. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah.
There's also like that section where like Eggman pops out of the ground, and then the whole stage starts like rumbling and shaking, and the platforms are like moving. There's a little bit of urgency on that bit as well, which is interesting to add some spice to the second act. When I said variety, that's another thing that I remember from this. Okay, moving on. Halfway through. So, Zone 6. Hot take, perhaps, because it's a lava stage, of course, but also because it's Marble Zone from Sonic 1. Let me start by saying I don't get the hate this stage gets.
You better explain yourself, and you explain yourself well, sir.
It's very simple, actually. I remember feeling the exact same way people still do about this when I was a kid. This was very hard for me as a kid. You went from Green Hill Zone to Marble Zone. Funny thing is, they originally wanted to do Green Hill Labyrinth, and they thought Labyrinth was too much of like a difficulty spike. And so let's go with Marble instead. And Marble is still a very difficult, very hard stage if you're a kid, which I was. However, it's very fun as well because now that I know all the shortcuts, all the hidden paths, it's very easy to get through. And I don't think I've learned everything that was like hidden in the 3 acts until very recently. That's probably my fault as well because I could do some more research. But the amount of hidden paths, the amount of secrets you have, the amount of shortcuts you can take is incredible, which is
well, I mean,
part of the
Casey,
reason why I love Sonic 1 so much as well. Sorry,
Casey, I mean, hello. If you want to take shortcuts and you want the stage to be over as fast as possible, do you really like the stage?
Yeah, but it's fun. I get what you're saying. But I'm not saying it's only fun if you do that. I'm just saying if you're complaining because it's too hard or too long, you have the shortcuts at your disposal. But I think it's an interesting, and it's more of like a middle of the game kind of stage, perhaps, more than like a second zone to me.
I'm being a little cheeky just for the drama.
No, it's okay. It's a fair question. I get it. And I think this is the hottest take, probably the second hottest take.
I would agree so. I don't think that this stage is generally liked. And I myself, I agree with the public opinion that this is too slow. I don't necessarily think that Sonic is all about speed, but there's a balance that I think is not met here.
I agree with that. Yeah, this is more of a platformy stage than a speed/platformy stage.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I've ever hated Marvel, but I guess I'm just sort of like ambivalent towards it, and it can feel like a bit of a drag when you're playing Sonic 1. It's Marvel Zone, and you just kind of want to get through it. And it's quite slow, it's quite platformy, but I feel like they were still obviously figuring out like what Sonic was. And this level out of all the ones in Sonic 1 maybe feels the most like it's just from like any old like platform game. And coming after Green Hill probably doesn't help either. And I never remember where I saw this, but I'm sure I read somewhere that Green Hill was like the last level they kind of like finalized and finished, which probably explains why it's got such a good balance and like why for the reasons you were saying, Casey.
I think it's
but
off the Sonic Jam guide.
Okay.
With the Japanese version of the game. It like had an official guide explaining every single stage in every single
that little bits
of the first 4 games.
Yeah. Okay, that would make sense.
They took a long time like redesigning Green Hill and redesigning it again and like tweaking things.
And as for Marvel, it's like as I say, it's like quite just traditional platformy. Obviously they changed their minds about where to put it, but then I think it would have been a lot worse if Labyrinth came after Green Hill. So but like I've never hated it, and maybe sort of in this ideal game, you could potentially tweak the level design a little bit and make it a bit more likable, but
I mean, I think it's if you think about it, it's not a very long level, especially considering some of the shortcuts that you can take. You don't
it's
really
not an
go
argument
far.
in its favor.
No. You really don't go far.
It's short.
It really is short because the shortcuts are just like a couple of screens or whatever, and you move to the right and you're already at the end of the stage. You just have a lot of like gimmicks to get through. You have like the lava that pushes the block, the marble block up or whatever. You have the jump platform to platform and stuff. You have to be a little bit like deliberate in how you move, but it's not a really long stage when compared to the Sonic 3 and Knuckles zones.
Yeah.
So I think this would benefit. This is one of those that would benefit from the Mania treatment, like a remix
definitely.
treatment.
Yes.
To
Yes.
take the best
what I would like to
elements
see
out of
that.
this and like improve upon the formula. And considering this is Zone 6, the game is like
That's true. I didn't consider that. It would feel more suited to the late game level. That's true. Yeah.
You could really like make this into the best version of Marvel.
Yeah.
You could possibly get with the Mania treatment. So maybe Mania 2 will do that. Yeah. Okay, but again, come at me in the comments or whatever. Marble Zone.
It's okay. I already come at you.
Thank you for that. You're next, Lime. Don't forget it.
To be careful. Otherwise, it's going to be reciprocation.
Oh no. Speaking of, I don't. This is one of those that if I didn't include here, I think people would be like, "But where's Chemical Plant?" So this is the opposite. I never really liked Chemical Plant growing up. Not liked, but I never really thought of it like as this amazing zone in Sonic 2. I found it a little bit annoying. I didn't like the boss fight. I never really liked the purple, like water, liquid, whatever we have here, the chemical thing. But then as I got older, I started enjoying the speed, the different paths, the not so random ways you can go through if you get on the tubes, right? You know that, right? That depending on the time when you get into a tube, you can go to a different path, right?
Yeah.
It depends on like the second, if it's like an even number or an odd number.
Wait, what? I did
was
not
still
know
not
about
sure
this.
if you could control that or not. Sometimes I felt like I could.
I did not know about that.
I learned this recently.
Seriously?
I haven't tested it, but yes, it's like if the second is an even number, you go, let's say, right. If it's an odd number, you go down or right or
So
left.
that's what the site said. I never knew what the site said. I see.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, my mind has just been blown.
Hashtag Seg Education.
Yeah, I did not know that.
And there are a lot of like these little secrets in the development of like these early games that still blow my mind and make me appreciate them so much more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so Chemical Plant is one of those that I appreciate much more now. Not even the music, to be honest, was something that stood out to me at that time. Now it's one of my favorites as well. So it's iconic as well.
Music is
but
amazing.
Maybe the level design itself threw me off a little bit. There are a lot of secrets as well here. A lot of like bottomless pits that are not really bottomless pits as well. Act 2. So if you know those, you get a bigger appreciation for this level, which I think is the same for every single zone here or the others as well. The more you come to like know everything, the more you appreciate the design, like intricacies. And I think that's what makes 2D Sonic games, especially the classic ones, so fun to discover and to replay.
Yeah.
So please do that and play Chemical Plant Zone in Sonic 2, which is my industrial / factory themed zone. Okay. We'll get to that again because I have a feeling this will be picked once again by someone else. Number 8, Sky / aerial themed zone. So I picked Wing Fortress Zone. I was really, really close to going with Sky Chase because I enjoy Sky Chase a lot. It's a short, stage that like is a little bit different. It's like a change
There's
of
that
pace.
short again. There's that short again.
I
Oh,
think it's
hey,
important.
this food is very tasty. Oh, I get to eat very little of it. It's amazing.
It's gourmet. Yes, it's a gourmet experience. That's what you pay
That's
a
an
lot
interesting
for
point.
a little bit
Actually,
of.
you do have
you
a point
won't-
there. That's an interesting point that you have.
Yeah,
See?
I will give you that.
See?
You won't be full and you won't have a stomachache. You know,
Exactly.
look at it.
See, that's worth the
Look at it
money.
that way.
That's worth like the paying twice the price for that. But my reasoning is this. So this is Zone 8 is already. Sonic 1 had 6 zones, I think,
Mhm.
and Final Zone. 2, I think, had 10. So you're well into the game by this point, and I think you deserve something of a palate cleanser, like a different thing, which is what Sky Chase was. Wing Fortress, in a way, is a little bit of that as well, because it's, again, not a very long stage. It's just one act, and it's completely different from what you had before. The stakes are higher because you're on a ship, on a wing fortress, and if you fall, you're done sometimes. So you feel the challenge and the pressure a little bit more. And again, it's not a very long stage, which is helpful as you're getting to the end of the game and to your end game. I love how epic the music for this is. Not it's like, oh, this is amazing song, but it's very epic and it makes you feel like, oh my god, this is the end of the game almost. What could possibly happen next? Tails was shot, or not Tails, but the plane. The plane was shot down. Tails is okay. I mean, you don't know. Did Tails survive? Did my friend die? Could be. Could happen. Did the wisps die?
Hopefully.
Go watch last year's episode so you understand Lime's hate for wisps. And then the music, like this grandiose thing, and you're fighting Eggman, and you see Eggman over there like unprotected. You feel like it's you're
He's
very
right
close
there,
to the
so
end,
close.
and you can't possibly go anywhere from there, right? This is the final zone, right? So it's short, but it's also epic. So I think it's the perfect placement is Zone 8 here for my 2D Sonic game.
That's an interesting point about the music as well. I feel like the music for this zone isn't really like talked about much, compared to the other music in the game. But yeah, you're right. It's like quite epic. It's sort of foreboding and light, but kind of triumphant at the same time. Like I think it does quite a good job of that. So yeah, doesn't always get the appreciation, but yeah, it's good music.
Yeah, that guy Masato Nakamura, yeah, he knew his stuff.
He did.
Okay, then so this is the end game, right? This is the final zone, right? Wrong. The final zone is hot take alert, Egg Fortress from Sonic Superstars. And so I'm going to explain myself first.
Gosh.
Oh my god, you picked a Sonic Superstars zone. Yes, I
How
did.
dare you?
So remember the Wing Fortress? You were flying to
It
another
has the
fortress.
same name, and therefore I picked this. No,
It's another fortress.
Oh, yeah.
You were flying from the Wing Fortress to the Egg Fortress.
Uh,
Eggman has all the fortresses. The reason why this is the perfect final zone, by actually being far from it, if I'm being honest, is the second act, which has one of the most original and I don't know why, because a very obvious way of doing this, but one of the most original ideas. You play Act 1 from left to right, and things get destroyed, things happen, and then Act 2 is just to go back to the beginning of Act 1. So you play right to left, which is counterintuitive in a way because you're used to going left to right, and you just replay the same act but with other like hazards and things that got blown off and remaining badniks along the way, different like secrets and different routes as well. And I think it's the urgency because you have to fight the clock in this one as well. The clock counts down now, and that makes it a very good end of game zone. Two acts, one to the right, one to the left, and that's it. And that's the only thing that happens in this level because there's no boss fight after in my 2D Sonic, my perfect 2D Sonic game. We cut the final boss of this game, which sucks. So that it's Fortress without the boss after Act 2.
It's not as bad as Trip's final boss, but it's still kind of miserable. But no, the whole gimmick of like the rewinding and then you play the act 2 is Act 1 backwards, like it's such a cool idea. I remember the first time I played the game and I realized that's what it was doing. I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's such a it's just interesting because like when you think you're just playing like, oh, it's just a your typical kind of Sonic game, you know what to expect, and then it throws like a curveball like that at you, and the whole effect where it looks like when you're rewinding a videotape as well, like it's a really nice touch. But obviously you got that like 90s nostalgia, which is obviously appropriate as well. But I agree, it's like a really cool mechanic, and the whole idea of Act 2 is really good.
I remember streaming this when I realized streaming this for the first time and reacting to it. And I remember going like, well done, Sonic team. I mean, holy crap. I love this.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys can see the validity of my argument here. Thank you very much. I think it's validated.
It's one of the high points of Superstars, definitely. Yeah.
I do like Superstars, by the way. No shade, because I probably enjoy it more than the average Sonic fan. But yeah. Okay, so final zone, and we're done, right? Ha! Again, wrong. There's always a true final. And just like the first zone was very easy for me to pick, so was the true final. It has to be the Doomsday Zone from Sonic and Knuckles. I mean, this has been redone countless times in the later the subsequent Sonic games. Even the Rush games, the advanced games have this. So it's a fight in space against Eggman. Even Sonic Adventure 2 has a version of this, if you think about it, right? Super Sonic in space fighting something. It's just not Eggman. But it's like the epic conclusion to the whole story of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, right? Eggman has the Master Emerald. Sonic just flies after him in space as Supersonic or Hypersonic. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And it's amazing. It's really a really cool fight. It's still, whenever I play this, I still get the same like feeling of let's do this. I'm a very powerful creature here, fighting against this mad scientist with like a big green rock, glowing rock. So let's break stuff. And that's my true final zone. Okay. One thing left to unveil is the special stage. And I have another hot take for you guys. It's the Sonic Rush special stage. So I really love Sonic Rush, but I struggled. I tried to think about which Sonic Rush stage should I include in this perfect game. I couldn't pick one that I think would fit, but I love the Sonic Rush special stage, which is basically Sonic 2's, but with the stylus, which you would think is a gimmick that grows old really fast. I don't think so. I really enjoy, like, there's one or two that's a little bit like trickier, but overall, the 7 special stages are really cool to play. You don't really get the feeling that it's unfair or anything. It's if you develop the necessary skills to like control Sonic, which feels very cool because he can very quickly go from one end of the screen to the other using the stylus.
Yeah, I always
Amazing.
found that quite satisfying to do. Yeah.
Like avoid spikes and stuff. So this is my special stage, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a solid one. Yeah, and I quite like there's the you sort of hit these special kind of rings, don't you? And you have to like hit the numbers in order, and like it gets harder and harder, and you have to have like a really good rhythm going. That they're quite fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so that's my perfect 2D Sonic game. As a recap, Green Hill, Hydro City, Ice Cap, Casino Night, Marble Garden, Marble Zone, Chemical Plant, Wing Fortress, Egg Fortress, Doomsday, and Sonic Rush's special stage. This is mine. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
now a fan is going to make that for you. It's a ROM hack.
Oh, please do. Please do. Oh, that would be amazing. We'd have, I haven't, I thought about like, should I give this a name? But I'm not that creative. So please, if you're watching, let me know. What would you call my 2D, like perfect 2D Sonic game? Yeah. Okay. Next up, Lime. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes.
Lime's perfect 2D Sonic game.
Well, I can't talk like this all the time if you want me to.
Oh.
So take it away, Lime. I'll just keep clicking and revealing, but it's up to you.
Well, I think it's kind of traditional to begin the game with the green/topical. And so I did that too. And my pick was Angel Island Zone. And I guess what I do like about that, like it still holds up, I feel, when it comes to the gameplay. I did not pick Green Hill Zone because I kind of feel like it's a little outdated for my taste, but this is at least one step above that when it comes to the level design. But especially since I feel like it really introduces a story element that little sense of danger. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen if we don't defeat this enemy? Because the whole thing starts to burn. And now everything is burning, and you really see the consequences of what's going to happen if you don't win. And it's called something.
The stakes.
You get into the game, like immersion. No, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The immersion that creates does a lot for me. Personally. So yeah, that's why I wanted to pick that. It adds that little extra spice to it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good pick, and the whole like the zone being set on fire. I feel like that was kind of Sonic Team's way of like I guess just kind of subverting people's expectations of it, because it's like, okay, it's the third game. Yes, the first zone is a green tropical island, la la la. It's oh no, then everything's on fire. Like it just felt like that was meant to say like, yeah, we're not messing around with this one.
This is serious.
Yeah, this is like serious. There's a story, and yeah, I think it was.
And
yeah,
it's like it's not over yet, guys. This it's like by maybe previous game standards, this is a decent length Act 1.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet. That wasn't it. Like everything burns, and now you have the
Yep.
second half of the act. So yeah, things are bigger now. The scope is much larger here. Yeah. One thing that I wanted to mention, probably the most iconic intro to a Sonic game ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
and like how badass is Knuckles there, right?
Yeah.
Supersonic, and then just punches the Chaos Emeralds out of Sonic.
Yeah, and then they really never go back to why Knuckles was able to do that, did they?
Plot armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just to make him seem really cool when he's first introduced, I guess. And it worked, but yeah.
I mean, I guess it's like he takes Sonic by surprise, right? So Sonic wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
He lowered his guard, and so if Sonic was like into the fight like he is later, Knuckles can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's true.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he can't do that in a fight, can he? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Never thought of that.
There you go. That's my headcanon.
Plot holes.
No, but this is a very good pick for first. So yeah, definitely.
I love it. Yeah. And then I imagine kind of like the transition from the Mushroom Zone, but here instead. Because, everything has burned down. Like, what ship would have caused that? Well, it would be this flying battery. And so, of course, you want to jump up to that and defeat the threat. And so that's the transition that I'm imagining here. And I wanted to pick this one. One is just, I love the music in this
the music
stage.
is so
It
good.
is amazing. But also it introduces a lot of cool and fun mechanics. Like when you run into those cylinders, that's an awesome creative thing. And the thing that we see on screen, the thing that you hold on to and spin and you need to press in order to get forward. So yeah, I think it just introduces interesting things. Oh yeah, and the thing at the end, the capsule that becomes a boss. That's also like a hacking interesting idea.
It's one of those like subversive moments, right?
Yeah. So this is my Sky aerial pick, and I picked the Mania version. I just think it adds that little extra, and so it's superior to me as a result.
Yeah, I already loved Flying Battery, but yeah, the Mania version, like especially, I mean that screenshot's a really good example, actually, like the outdoor bits, where it's raining and the sky just looks really cool and there's all this extra stuff.
Elements of Wing Fortress as well. Right? Yeah. By the way, you mentioned the transition. Isn't the Flying Battery the ship that we see at the end of Act 2 of Angel Island Zone?
I think it does
Before
say
the
that in
boss?
the manual, yeah.
I think so, right?
So, yeah,
So
it would be
it really
quite a
is
logical transition, yeah.
Yeah, the ship that burned the whole thing down and like
is it?
dropped the bombs. I think so.
I think it's meant to
I was
be.
thinking, I think it is.
I never considered that. I mean, if it is, I mean, it would be like it would be exactly my idea. Like it's a ship that bombs everything, and and
I think it is. I think it is.
Get up on that.
Yeah.
You get
Nice
get up
pick.
on that and beat its ass. Yeah.
Okay.
And I went back to the original idea because I think, and I'm pretty sure, that the idea was when they made the game to go from transition from Flying Battery to Ice Cap Zone. No?
Could be.
Yes,
getting
yes, that
silent?
is
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, that was the original plan. Yeah, it was meant to come. Yeah, Flying Battery was meant to come like after Carnival Night. And then Flying Battery would transition to Ice Cap, because originally the idea was you see Sonic like bust the door
Yeah.
off the Flying Battery anyway, but the idea was that he would use that instead of a snowboard.
That would make
And then
sense.
you go
Yeah.
to Ice Cap, but then they had to split Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles in half, so then they moved Flying Battery. But yeah, that's originally what they wanted to do.
Yeah. So that's what I also remember, and I like how did it get that high? Like it explains so much. So yeah, my next pick would be the ice theme, and it would be Ice Cap Zone.
There you go.
So yeah, using that door that he busted as a snowboard and just like fall down to the, I don't know, nearest snow mountain and then start snowboarding like a badass. And yeah, the music, one of the most iconic Sonic songs. I absolutely love it. And it has many different elements. It has the speed elements, but it also has the bounce thingies that you need to be careful with it. So it slows you down a little bit. And it so it's fun to play. It has these little unique fun add-ons to it, ideas to it. And I love when they do that. They introduce something new and something unexpected.
Yeah.
And so Ice Cap Zone, definitely.
One of the things that Ice Cap Zone always reminded me of, or one of the zones, is Labyrinth a little bit. You have like the falling and sliding down sections, like in
Okay,
Labyrinth.
yes.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Yeah, I see what you
Yeah.
You
mean.
go left to right and stuff, and you have to jump at the right time to get on the right platform to like trigger something or break a
Yeah.
block or whatever. I always associated the two for some reason.
Yeah, that's true. And Hydra City doesn't really have that, does it? Or if it has it doesn't have it much. So yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Coincidence? Maybe. But great pick. I wish I had thought of this. Oh wait, I did.
Wait a minute. You had Ice Cap Zone.
I did.
too.
Yeah, that's a joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
But Lime thought of a transition, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Then, but as I remember, before this, you had Hydro City Zone, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like Hydro City Ice Cap.
Yeah, and I have.
Oh yeah, it's the same. It's the same third zone, right? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I have this after. So my next pick after this would be my underwater / aquatic / ancient ruins.
Makes sense.
Hydro City Zone.
Yeah.
And
the water mounted.
Yeah,
the ice
exactly.
mounted,
I was also thinking that kind of transition, like theme wise, ice, water. You can basically like have that transition from ice to water, or you burst through a block of ice and now you discover this whole new ancient city that nobody knew about, maybe depending on the story. But yeah, something like that, I imagine.
Yeah.
And this also introduces very, very cool stuff. Running on water. Hello, how cool wasn't that?
So good.
The music, of course. Holy crap, it's amazing. Yeah, and just like the very very fun speed sections. Like even if it's an underwater level, it's still a lot of speed and a lot of fun. Um, yeah, that's basically it. They still add some challenges there with the underwater section if you don't know what to do. So yeah, this also adds some new cool stuff, and so I absolutely enjoyed this one. And
Yeah.
I picked the Mania one because again, I love them both, but yes, the Mania versions just have that edge, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. One of the things that I forgot to mention about Hydro City is like the platforming as well, the momentum based platforming, the sections where you can get higher by gaining
Right.
momentum from going up and down, like while what do you call that? Not spin dashing, it's like rolling, right?
Yeah.
There's a name for that. I can't remember what it is, but like
the drop dash. What are you talking? No.
No. Even in Sonic 3, the Sonic 3
Okay.
version, like just rolling.
Yeah.
Roll.
Oh yeah,
Just
if
spinning.
you just get enough speed and you
Yeah,
can roll.
that helps you get more speed
Yeah.
and gain momentum and get higher and get to
rolling,
like
rolling. Yeah.
rolling. Yeah, it's easier. I think that there's a name for that move, but I can't
Maybe it
remember
is.
like an official one. But it's okay. So that's also part of the appeal of Hydro City for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great pick.
Yeah. So, and this is where I start to get a little bit desperate with my transitions.
Do tell.
I imagine as you get further into this water, like it gets a little bit more and more contaminated, and a little bit more chemically, and then you emerge into chemical plant zone.
Makes sense.
See, it's desperate, but it works.
No, it's not. It's not. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Where do you get the water for the chemical plant? From Hydro City.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, especially Mania version adds creative things with mixing chemicals together to get the different like bouncy waters, whatever you want to call it, gels.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah. And
like a Portal 2 kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
right?
Yeah, sure. Yes, indeed. And yeah, I don't know. I just enjoyed that stage a lot. I don't know if it's speed or what it is, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I do agree with Casey's criticism about the boss. It's not the best. You can just start bouncing on it and 8 times and then you're done and that's it. But yeah, other than that, I enjoy it. I'm not sure if I can point to anything very unique when it comes to the original version, like something specific that adds that little extra. But still, it's a stage that I enjoy and that I definitely wanted to have among my picks.
Seeing that I suck at Puyo, I also don't like the boss of the Mania version.
Right.
I was going to say, would you have the that boss instead, or
I'd rather have the original one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Speaking about
really...
bosses, with the last one, when you do the same thing to Eggman that Eggman did to you in the original game.
Oh yeah.
Hydro
like
City.
Hydro City. Yeah, that's a great.
Nice
that's
twist.
a great. Yes, great
that's
twist. Yeah,
amazing.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah. Again, another subversive moment. Yeah. For sure.
But back to this one.
I'm really not that fond of. I appreciate the nod to Mean Bean Machine, but I'd rather Let's have like a normal boss fight
Mm.
here, but it's okay because it's not hard. It's fine.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
like a
not
really
hard.
dumbed down
Yeah.
version of Puyo for you to just like get on with the game. But still,
Yeah, and
yeah,
I guess the first time you play, it's like, oh, that's a cool little reference. But then, yeah, when you sort of play the game again and again, it's maybe like, oh, yeah, the novelty wears off a bit, I guess.
yes.
Mm. Yeah.
But
So yeah,
great pick.
that's a Chemical Plant Zone, absolutely iconic. So that's my industrial. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Industrial.
Industrial. There we go. Factory. Yes, indeed. The next desperate transition would be like, okay, they're making chemicals. They like have some kind of factory thing going on. What might they be producing? Well, I mean, maybe the music stuff. Probably.
Oh yes. I didn't remember what the next one was. So yeah, okay, that's why I reacted to this.
Like
one, yeah.
some
Yeah,
makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
the Chemical Brothers and My Chemical Romance. That's the music they're making. There you go.
Brilliant. Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted this here because again, this is just I guess I like the idea more than the execution in this case. But just like having a whole musical stage that's creative, and I like that, and so I wanted to have this here. Like when you compare like all the other on the theme for like Casino, Pinball, Circus.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to pick this for that theme, but I kind of feel like it made a lot of sense.
I think it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with the Casino, Circus, whatever you want to call it, you can also call them like the super happy, bouncy, fun time zones. And I think Music Plant counts. So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. And it's I also consider this one, but it's Sonic Advance 2. And so I thought, no. Do you really enjoy Sonic Advance 2 that much to include a zone? That it's like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 in order for me. And so whenever I consider like a Sonic Advance 2 or 3 zone, I thought, does that make sense for you as like your perfect Sonic game? But Music Plant crossed my mind for this or for the industrial because it's a plant. So
if anyone of you has, which I think played Sonic Spinball, I might take inspiration from the first boss. Like you go into that little scorpion tail and you go what if you did that but with this stage and created music with it?
Yeah. That's
a
really cool idea.
It's a good idea.
I would love that. Or enemies that make different notes, and maybe you create some kind of puzzle with that. Like you need to create a melody before you move on, or just like something that makes it a lot more interesting. Because here in this stage, you're kind of just bouncing on notes, and that's it.
Yeah.
This also reminds me of Planet Sonata from Ristar.
I was going to say, I was wondering like how many other platformers have had like a music theme level. Obviously, there's the Ristar one, which I think when Sonic Advance 2 came out, I was thinking, like the Ristar music level.
But always reminded me of that, but I can't really think of. Rayman. The original Rayman also has a music themed stages.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never played any of the Raymans, but
other than that, I can't really think of the other platformers that have that. I'm sure they're like the music blocks in Mario, in 2D Mario games, right? That like bounce.
Yes.
Like,
indeed.
I think they have like different musical notes. World of Illusion also has like a very long piano in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Now that I think about it, they're like every 2D platformer has a music level. Never mind. Never mind.
This is the first Sonic one. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big
So
pick.
yeah, not the execution that I want, but the idea.
Yeah.
That an idea that I like. So
Yeah.
Another one that would benefit from a Mania remix.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And definitely make a better boss fight. I'm not really
I
a
don't
fan of
even
the Sonic
remember
Advance
the
2
boss
boss
fight.
fights. It's the same concept over and over. Basically, just run after the boss,
a running
and it
boss. Yeah,
attacks you
Mm.
somehow.
it's not. Yeah, it's not even really music themed either. So, but yeah, I think your idea is really good, Lime. Sort of that take on the spinball boss, but make it more musical. I think that would be really cool.
And it would fit like the Mania style of things, right? Like
Yeah.
pick elements from different games and
Yep.
Yeah.
put them together.
Yeah, definitely.
sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely. And so the next very I am getting like I'm getting more and more desperate here, but I don't know, like a musical theme park kind of thing, and then I don't know, another possible themey thing that could be a Stardust Speedway, and so yeah, I picked that there. The reason that I picked this is I don't even think that it was among the themes that we decided on. But when thinking about stages that I wanted to include, I definitely picked this one, and especially the Mania one, because I had so much fun speedrunning this stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way you can get through this stage with it feels incredibly quick, and once you get it, you feel like a god getting through the stage with that kind of speed and that kind of like timing that you need, and so it's a lot of fun when you really get to know it.
Yeah.
What's happening, Casey?
I for some reason I pressed something and we went back to the beginning, but now it's okay. Just for the video watchers, the video audience, things are okay now. It's Stardust Speedway. I categorize this as an urban stage, which would be something like Starlight or Spring Yard as well, maybe, right? So it's like an urban setting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's it's basically just based on how much fun I had this speed running it, and the way that you could do that. It was an amazing experience. So yeah, but definitely this one, it has to be on my pick.
Excellent. No complaints from me. All good.
Anyone want to come at me?
Do it.
Anyone? No, I thought not.
I think they will after the next one. Not just for you, for me as well, but yeah. The next couple of them.
So the transition.
Okay.
Here.
Yes, please.
would be. What if you're in a fortress now? Just go along with it. Be happy. We got so many transitions before.
Okay. Yes. Why not?
You're here now. So Egg Fortress. Yes. From
Stardust. You go into space. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
okay. Yeah.
there might be something there.
It's the spatial speedway that takes you to the fortress.
Yeah.
To the Egg Fortress in space.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
So that solves. Yeah. But yeah, so that's my final zone, and the same reason for why Casey chose it, and that I also said before. The second act the creativity of just playing a stage backwards because it's rewinding. It's just such an interesting idea. I absolutely love it. Could they have executed it even better? Yeah, I think so. But it's good enough, and I was so blown away by experiencing this for the first time, and it just had to be there. That's all, actually.
Yep. Okay.
Do we do people
Is
have
it all?
anything? Yeah,
I don't.
that's all.
I've
That's
said
all for me.
everything that
Unless you have something, I'll
Nope,
move
I don't.
on.
I said everything I had to say before. I just like come at us.
Yeah, no, this is a cool final level. Yeah.
It's a hot take, I think, still, but yeah, cool.
Yeah. And so I was thinking about what to pick for the true final one, and the obvious choice for me would be Doomsday Zone. It's iconic. It's amazing. When I remember playing through that the last few times, I've just had too easy of a time getting through it. I would expect a last, like a true final one, to give me a bigger challenge, even if I play through it lots of times. Like it, I feel like I would need a little bigger challenge than that, and maybe like a longer fight as a final.
So you went
fight.
the complete opposite way.
Yes, and picked the last story from Sonic Superstars.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's not the same thing.
Sense.
It has similar elements in the form, like you're flying around as supersonic. Here comes like suddenly monster from nowhere that you now have to fight, like similar like they did in the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. You're not like fighting Eggman specifically, you're fighting the result of Eggman's actions, basically. And so, yeah, we're doing something similar here. And could it be executed better? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess
there's a theme here.
Yeah, but I guess what I really liked about it is that it gives me that little extra challenge, and that's one of the, I feel, most important things when it comes to like the last thing that you do. It has to give you a challenge.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't pick Doomsday Zone.
Okay.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I really wanted to like this boss fight more than I did. Because as you say, like it could have been executed better. I seem to remember like certain aspects of it like are a little bit confusing, and it's quite hard to sort of get rings, and it seems kind of random, like
it is. Yeah, that's my
how
issue
you
with
get
this.
rings.
Yeah.
And because the idea is really cool, and I think it's the idea sort of came from like a scrapped idea from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where originally I think the boss was meant to be like a dragon, and I think it might even be mentioned in the Japanese story in the manual. So obviously they were kind of resurrecting that scrapped idea, but I just wish it was executed better. But
indeed,
it has potential, definitely, and I think if we say this is like a perfect game, it could be sort of made a bit better. But then I appreciate what you're saying about it. You don't want it to be too easy either. I can appreciate that as well. Maybe there's a way to tweak it so it's a bit less clunky, but also not too easy.
Yeah,
I think that many of my picks are potential rather than what it is right now, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that can be said for all of our picks, right?
yeah,
Because many of them, or most of them, are like from like 30 or 30 something year old games. So
yeah.
maybe they can be adjusted, tweaked a little
Mhm.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Indeed.
this the boss fight that tells you through the whole thing, don't press this or
Yes.
don't do that?
Yes.
And then the
Oh, I
last thing you need
forgot
to do is to
about
do
that.
the exact thing that they tell you not to do.
Yes. Oh,
Before
holy! I
Mhm.
forgot about
Right?
that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
so angry
Yeah.
about that thing. My
Like,
gosh,
if you
do
do this,
not.
you get punished. But then
Yeah.
the final thing, or one of the last things you have to do, is to do the exact thing they teach you not to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
holy
Yeah.
crap. Yeah,
Yeah. I just
forgot. So
remember
yeah,
this.
definitely the
Yeah.
execution can be better. Like that's like
Yeah.
a basic game design thing.
Yeah.
Like it's no,
Yeah.
but still,
Like,
it
yeah.
if it was executed better, it gives that little extra compared to
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably the weakest point, the weakest, the biggest weakness of Sonic Superstars is the boss fights.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Definitely.
I would agree with people who don't like other aspects of it, but I quite enjoyed this game. But I definitely see the need to improve on the boss fights a little bit.
Yeah.
To make it better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, we have this. I forgot about the special stage, Slime.
Yeah. Special stage, my pick, the Blue Spheres.
Hmm.
Iconic.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the Mania one because I love that one too. Um, but I don't know. There it might be nostalgia here, but I also think that this adds a little bit more of strategy and like I'm not going to call it a puzzle, but like it's still and it challenges your mind a little bit more. Like you need to run in a specific way in order to get what you want sometimes, and it still gets that thrill because it keeps speeding up. So it has all of those elements, and I just think it's a very unique and interesting design with the gameplay, that the thing that you need to do, and so that would be my pick. I was thinking about how you get there, and my first my first thought, like to the special stages, my first thought would be that was my favorite. The you find the giant rings and then jump through them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In Sonic Mania, I just found myself just looking it up and not feeling like I wanted to look for them myself. And so I figured that maybe not. Maybe that's not something that I would want. And so I kind of went with you need the 50 rings and then you jump through it at the end of the stage.
Okay. So one per stage.
Yeah.
One per act.
So I for that reason I landed there.
One per act one. Because if it's the second act. I mean, and for those that have like mini bosses, the Sonic 3 Knuckles and Sonic Mania stages, that would complicate things a little bit.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Unless you just
indeed.
break the rules and you beat the boss and a giant ring pops up.
You know what? You know what? Sonic Spinball.
Okay, you collect them in the stages?
If you get like, I don't want this exact same thing, but in Sonic Spinball, if you get all the rings in the stage, there is this little thing that appears somewhere on the stage, and you need to find that one, and then jump through it, and then you get to a special stage.
Okay. Oh, like unlock a secret path.
Yeah. So maybe you need.
Cool, yeah.
a specific amount of rings, and that thing unlocks, and maybe it's just at the end of the stage, but before the boss,
Okay.
or it's actually hidden somewhere and you need to find it. And
Okay.
in that case, I'm a little bit more okay with trying to find it if it's like one per stage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting take. Yeah.
That would, yeah, I think that would be. I would want to change my answer to that.
Yeah, it's cool. One thing I wanted to praise about Blue Sphere. I thought about going with this, but then I thought, yeah, it's too obvious, and I want to be different, at least for the special stage. But one thing about this that I enjoy is you can choose how or what your goals are, because you can just go for the emerald, and that makes the stages much easier because you just have to collect the necessary blue spheres. But if you're going for the perfect, you have to collect all the rings as well, and that requires a different level of strategy. Like you said, you have to like hit a bumper to get to a certain to a blue sphere before the ring or something, or the ring before the sphere.
That adds
There are
another layer,
specific
doesn't it?
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something that I've always appreciated, and it feels like proof of that is that when you have Sonic 1 connected to Sonic and Knuckles, this is basically a puzzle game inside a Sonic game, right?
Yeah.
So it is really like feels like a puzzle game that people just came up with like different hundreds and hundreds of different maps.
Yeah.
Just go crazy, have fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've kind of come round to blue spheres more recently. I didn't used to like these special stages as much because I'll be honest, I wasn't very good at them. When I tried to play them as a kid, like I guess I just got overwhelmed because like the further you go, it gets faster and faster, and like I just like, I guess I just always sort of panicked, and then ended up hitting a red one. But when I recently played Sonic 3 and Knuckles on Sonic Origins, and I sort of said to myself, okay, I want to make an effort to actually try and get better at these special stages and try and get all the emeralds and get all the super emeralds like legitimately. Because in Origins, obviously you can retry a special stage straight away using the coins. Like you haven't got to hope you find another special ring and try again. Because I had that option, it was better for me because I was able to sort of use trial and error. So if I failed one, it's like, okay, obviously took the wrong path then. But when I kept trying, I sort of learned what I was doing more. And I don't think I'll ever still be able to do it like actually on the Mega Drive without being able to retry. But yeah, I found that really opened it up for me. And some of the later ones especially, there's like really interesting things you have to do. Like there's a few where you have to hit a bumper and then like knock yourself backwards to get some of the blue spheres, and then some of them have like really sharp turns where you hit a bumper and you have to like turn right or left like straight away. Which adds a bit of challenge to it. So I sort of like these a lot more now that I've like sat down with them and like got goods or got semi good at them.
Get good.
Appreciate them a lot more now.
And the one that's in Mania, and I think was like you could access via the level select screen.
All right.
I don't want to know if it was the Sonic 3 one or the Sonic and Knuckles one. That's like you just go around and around in like a circle until you get to the center. That gets really hard as you as it speeds up.
Yeah,
because you have as you get to closer to the center, you get less room to navigate.
Right. The one that I think that you mean wasn't in any of the original games.
I think it was the one that you could access via the level select cheat, because you had
In the
one
original game?
extra. Yeah, in Sonic 3 and
Oh,
Sonic
okay.
Knuckles,
yeah, for
you had
like
like
an extra
an
eighth
eighth
one, yeah.
secret one, and I think that's the
Okay.
one that they put in Mania. Maybe
Mhm.
tweaked a little bit. Sorry, but I think it's the origin of that is the original games.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I don't
though.
think I knew
quote me
about
on
that one.
If you go to level select, there are 8. You can access 8 special stages, not just 7.
Yeah, I think you have to
So-
put something in the sound test, but yeah, I think that there's like a cheat you have to do. But yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, there is an extra one.
And obviously, you had hundreds of them in Sonic 1
Yeah.
plus Sonic and Knuckles. So yeah. Okay, so here's your perfect 2D Sonic game, Lime.
Yeah.
Angel Island,
With
Flying
some tweaks,
Battery,
but yeah.
Ice Cap, Hydro City, Chemical Plant, Music Plant, Stardust Speedway, Egg Fortress, Last Story, with the Sonic and Knuckles special stage.
And amazing transitions between them.
In
all.
amazing transitions. Please don't forget that.
Mm.
Please look forward to the ROM hack coming
Yes.
soon with
I would
amazing
love if
transitions.
someone did that. Especially implementing the tweaks. Holy crap,
Yes.
I would
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
yeah. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
ask for that much, but at least like a ROM hack with these
I
stages
would.
together,
I
that would be
Please
amazing.
do it. I would love it.
Yeah, please.
Yep.
Okay, very good. I'd play this for sure. I'd play this. I'm
for
pretty
sure.
happy with this as well. Yeah, no notes. So that's it. This is our first part of what makes the perfect 2D Sonic game according to the Sega Lounge. I hope you enjoyed this discussion. We had my game and Lime's game, and this next episode, we'll focus on Stuart's perfect 2D Sonic game, as well as some extra information, some extra ideas that mostly Stuart and Lime had to share about what would make the perfect Sonic game. What Sega could do, what Sonic team could do to create an even better 2D Sonic game experience in the future. So if you're stoked for that, please return. I hope you enjoyed this first part, this first episode celebrating Sonic's 35th anniversary. And take care, enjoy yourselves, enjoy the rest of the week. Be sure to return next time for more The Sega Lounge. Bye-bye. The Sega Lounge, hosted by me, KC, a Mixout Productions podcast and part of Radio Sega's network of live shows and podcasts. Theme song and incidental music by OSC. Got any suggestions? Drop me an email to podcast@thesegalounge.com. Find us at thesegalounge.com on Blue Sky. Check out our YouTube channel for our video content and follow us on Twitch to join our Let's Play sessions and live episodes. You can find previous episodes of the show by going to thesegalounge.com on the TerraPlayer app and wherever you listen to podcasts.